Hi, this is Julie at Love's Beginning with a blog post called Love Takes Care of All Things. And before I continue, I am attempting to record with a couple of 3-year-olds roaming the house, so I'm going to do my best. And if there's an interruption, that's what that is. If you are loved, the simplest answer in any situation is to allow the love you are to shine through you. Love expressed meets all needs and takes care of all things. What would stop the love you are from shining through you? Only you. If you attach a value to blocking love, you have been listening to and following egoic thoughts. You can't listen to and follow egoic thoughts without fear. Notice the fear, and you have your clue to where you are blocking the expression of love through you. Take a look at goals and assumptions. If they come to you with any degree of stress, tension, or a feeling of pushiness, those goals and assumptions are what you use to stop the love you are from shining out of you in radiance. And this is a break for a silly yet enlightening conversation I had with my friends. I was visualizing love shining out of me using the body as a symbol, and of course I had to do the immature thing and see it shining directly out of my asshole. So even though it is comical, I became concerned. It would be embarrassing to have light shining directly out of my asshole. And my friends respond, bingo, there it is. You would metaphorically plug that orifice to avoid embarrassment. You think there is something to avoid when the only something there is you, love. So if you would block anything, you would block the expression of love. The expression of love would heal everything, is healing everything. Now it is time for a word from Matthew Silver. And I'm putting a link in the description. Matthew Silver is a performance artist in New York City. And one of the things he plays with is the idea of love farts. And he says that if everybody would love fart at the same time, we would be laughing so hard we'd all be crying. And once we were all crying, we'd open up a love portal that would encompass everything. And he's a lot of fun. And if you watch this video in the context of this message, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so what would you need to block when the only thing there is to block is the expression of love? All else is illusion. All else is projection. All else is confusion. Let it all fall away. We draw your attention to goals. When you discover that you have a goal, check to see if there is any tension associated with it. Check what you are valuing. Would you be upset if you got interrupted in the pursuit of your goal? Which is very funny because this is my second attempt at recording. Is the goal itself valuable? What makes it valuable? If any goal based on form is valuable to you, know that you are using pursuit of this goal to block the expression of love, even if you think the goal is loving. If you discover that you are worshiping a goal, celebrate. You have just seen exactly what you use to block yourself, to keep happiness away. Now is exactly the time to let old patterns go and to allow yourself to be guided. When you have a goal based on an outcome and form, you say to yourself, back happiness, I don't want you. I'd rather have satisfaction. Satisfaction is ego's substitute for happiness. You think you're happy when you get your way. You define your way by accomplishment of goals that ego feeds you. Yes, ego feeds you these goals, and you eat them up. Again, celebrate when you notice this. When you see this, the tendency to accept ego's goals dries up in the sunlight. You are that sunlight that dries up useless pursuit of goals. As you come to realize this, you have no perceived need to accept ego's counsel. You are light itself, and that light will carry you out of the illusion you made. When you feel any tension, it is an alert. The alert tells you that you aren't valuing your shared and whole self, that which will guide you out of illusion. You are valuing something imaginary instead. When you aren't allowing yourself to lead, you feel the dissonance of that as tension, and it's a wonderful indicator to stop whatever you think is so important. When you stop, you can relax back into what you are. We celebrate as we see you value your feelings for the service they provide. When you accept this service, you serve all. And if you want to practice, this is practice 25, I stop to return to myself. Today we recognize the value of feelings. Every feeling either reflects or calls you to the joy that heals the world. When we say that the world is healed, we mean that your perception is healed so you can see a healed world. When it seems a feeling brings you down into contraction, it is a service. The feeling is taking you down into what you are choosing as your foundation. You can see the architecture of it when you stop to look. If a feeling takes you down into ego, you can see that you are choosing egoic thoughts to guide you, and they don't feel good. Ego will suggest that rather than feeling how it is to attach to egoic thought, you should find someone or something to blame. Instead of taking ego's suggestion, you can sink through the illusion of ego to your true foundation of love. It cannot be said enough. Love is what you truly are, and you share this pure identity with all. When you put love in charge of everything, you allow miracles in your world that reveal a healed world to you. We invite you to sink down into the sure foundation of the love you are, beyond all disturbed thought, whenever you have the opportunity today. Begin a 3-minute meditation with, I stop to return to myself. See yourself floating gently down to the home of flow, of inspired ideas, the home of ease and appreciation that can carry you through the day. If any disturbing thought arises, remind yourself, I stop to return to myself. As you end the meditation, go forth into the day with this intention. I stop to return to myself. As you abide where you truly are, you will be able to appreciate the true being of all your fellows. When you speak to them from your true foundation, you invite them to speak from that same place. Thanks for listening.